No, Topic, Mitchell, Holmgren.
Tough tonight.
He is the third leading scorer in the association, averaging a piece against the Knicks in the Garden on Friday. Here's a look at our starting lineup presented by Popeyes. Wizards will go with Coulibaly, Kuzma, Sarr, Poole, Carrington. First shot of the game by Jalen Williams is off.
And listen, that is the guy you cannot forget about in Jalen Williams, having an all-star season, is playing high-level basketball.
Meanwhile, from OKC, they're going to go with Dort, Williams, Hartenstein, Cason Wallace, and SGA. Cason Wallace, really good defender. In fact, this entire team is really good on that end of the floor. Hartenstein on a kick out. Lou Dort. Alex Sarr with the rebound coming off of a double-double Friday night in Chicago.
Well, already you know how detrimental turnovers, they're going to cost you tonight. And you saw it last meeting in OKC. Here's another one.
Dort driving in. Kickoff to SGA. Drew, I said
decisions, and it had to be quick. Wrong with the ball. We just seen Tupas look at the matched defensive intensity. Just how they play defense against you, up ending the ball, chasing over the screens, not switching. You're going to have to play tough defense to match their energy. Mismatch, take advantage.
OKC, full conference. Threes up by one shooter this season. Fifth in the league in steals, sixth in steals per average. Dort trying his hand at a three. Tap out by Hartenstein right to SGA. SGA being guarded by Carrington. Swing over to Wallace. Corner three rattles out. Tonight's officials, Courtney Kirkland, crew chief in his 25th season, Finney Ransom, and Brandon Schwab. Wizards have missed their first two shots from three. Williams.
If you ask me, in the league.
Poole with a tough drop in the last three games before the game. Free throws. Washington already got to the free throw line 4 times here in the first quarter. Carrington guarding Dort. There's a switch now. Wallace on the drive left, shoots right, hits.
Already being highly aggressive to start this first quarter, facing Wallace.
Got 6 points Friday night in the Garden. Turnaround jumper is off for Kuz. OKC #1 in so many statistical categories, especially on the defensive end. Carrington lining up a three and knocks it.
Defensive teams in the league.
First field goal going down for the Wizards. About 8.5 to go in the first quarter. Dort with a bump off on Carrington.
I would say when a down year offensively, only averaging 9 points. And Lou Dort was a guy a couple seasons back, give you 20 any given night.
Bilal off the mark there on the three. Dort getting downhill. Good defense there by Kuz. Coulibaly ahead of the pack. Rocks it home. And a rebound. Push ahead. It's SGA in the paint.
Where you start collapsing and sitting 2 to 3 guys that stop him 2 and give up wide.
Guys to the All-Star game and let that be the three. I know how to incentivize them.
Talk to me.
Straight cash, homie.
Oh, cold cash?
Cold cash.
Hey, if they don't want to go, I'll go.
Exactly. You shot yourself out of the league, but that's okay.
Hey, yeah, 18% to be exact the last season.
Became a clapping 5, and now you're my partner.
I feel like I was shooting a water balloon.
Kuzma, corner. Ball is taken away by OKC. For more on the toughness of one Jordan Poole fighting through it, let's check in with Megan.
Yeah, guys, something that BK has noted since that initial hip injury that he sustained a couple of weeks ago, it's something that he's continued to play through, and something we've seen is the fact that he continues to attack downhill. And you would think with a hip injury you wouldn't necessarily want to take that type of contact and continue to attack, but I think it's what makes Jordan and allows him to stay fluid and stay confident in what he's been able to do offensively.
Megan, I'll call him a hard-headed competitor, and I love every part of it. The way Jordan Poole comes out and tries to be available for his teammates every night. Dort, fall away, counting. Koulibaly allowed to shoot a three. It's SGA trying to go one-on-one against the rookie Bub Carrington. Driving the baseline, and Bub bumps him.
Injuries, hips.
He's second in steals total. Has the #2 defensive rating of individual players in the league.
Well, it starts with these guys individually, and collectively, you start #1 in steals and deflections. So you know what that can lead to, a lot of fast break and transition buckets.
Here he is now working on Koulibaly. Misses that one. Poole on the run. Deep three. Bilal trying to fight for the basketball as he kept it in. Nice cut by Kiss. Wizards showing a double here to SGA. Joe. Bounce pass inside court.
Either making a shot, an easy layup, getting to the line, or kicking it out for three. If they score like that, hey, tip your cap.
Solid screen for Valanciunas to free up Poole. Now JV's got a matchup he likes with Case and Wallace on him.
He's going to have to go quick because they're going to collapse.
Good cut, swing, shot clock at 1. Poole's got to get something up. Here's Koulibaly. And that's going to be a stadium as they beat their rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and moving on in the playoffs. We congratulate a free agent.
So I hear that you're a Ravens fan now.
Well, I cover the Ravens, so
okay.
I root for them. But I also want to give love to the Commanders as well.
I like how you do that. You're diplomatic, my friend.
Koulibaly with a block.
To the challenge.
They gave that block to Jordan Poole. There's a cut by Isaiah.
Yeah, he's not just an average Joe. He's an ISO Joe, too, because he can isolate and score.
Poole on the kick out. Bilal blinds his feet.
Firecracker. He needs to get back to that.
Koulibaly with 6. Keyshawn George trying to work on Joe. Nice drive.
I would say it's something.
High honors for those second-year players.
Selling for outside three-point shots to get his flow going.
Using that 6-7
Oh, there he is.
frame.
There we go.
Comes up with a steal. Push it. Keyshawn again into the body. He likes the match.
High clip from three-point territory.
7 points, 3 of 6 from 3. 2 steals. Washington as they're on a 7-0 run. Wiggins with a kick over to Williams. SGA pivots. Trying to work on a post-up on Carrington. Punting arms.
As you mentioned, and you've added them back.
It will be the sustainability of that because this is a very, and I mean very good basketball team. Deep, positional size. This is why they're one of the best teams in the NBA and have a chance to win the championship as SGA comes up with a steal. Both teams are shooting 43% from the field. Joe, all alone, cannot leave.
Panic. Up until that point, the Thunder were 2 for 10 from 3. Not let get out of hand as SGA attacking downhill or start doing that right there.
Give him a dozen in 10 minutes. Under 2 to go. The lead is 5. Carrington. Kick out the Cougs. Jalen Williams with the rebound. You remember back on December 23rd, Williams made his season debut to a hero's welcome. And he made his first 3 back then, if you remember, when he came into the game.
Wow. Eventually start knocking that down.
OKC 3 of 12 from 3, Washington 3 of 11. Turn-away jumper is off for Cougs. SGA gets his first rebound of the game. Be interesting to see how many guys actually guard SGA tonight as Williams with a push shot to Jaylin.
I say a serviceable big man.
Carrington relocates. Williams secures the rebound. Jalen trailing the play, now skipping it over to SGA.
No middle penetration.
Here's Joe, another 3's up. SGA hustling to get that deflection. Here's Williams driving on Valanciunas. Probably should have shot that mid-range shot. Instead, turns it over. Wizards have committed 6 turnovers already.
Or you have a mismatch on the post.
Williams, 3 to close out the first. Here's Kuz at the buzzer.
He can be on the defensive end.
Sorry, Chevy's first quarter stats. OKC was able to shoot 50% from the field. Kyle Kuzma still searching for his first field goal. He started 0 for 7. Jalen Williams on the kick out. Wiggins, the former Terp, to Hartenstein, who's
What that guy had, man. His energy and intensity level is second to
a 2-year deal with the Knicks expired.
I like to use round numbers.
Okay.
Did that with the tax bracket, huh?
Exactly.
Can we go lower? We've seen the ball handling skills.
Just that 1-point lead, and now, like what I'm seeing from George, already 6 for 6 from the charity stripe tonight. Being aggressive, as Drew said. Now Keyshawn on the defensive end. In a nice guarding stance.
2 starters in Hartenstein and Jalen Williams, but they don't fall off too much on any rotation defensively.
JV's hook shot is good, part of scoring production in the Lordy a game, the Washington Wizards. Meanwhile, OKC's bench ranks 21st at 33.1 points per game. Wiggins thought about it, seeing a double.
That's his shot.
Hartenstein following his miss. JV clearing the board. Carrington on the spray out. JV already hit one. Pocket pass inside of Hartenstein as Kuz got into the passing lane. Kuz with a pass. Carrington misses. George misses. Brian Keefe yelling at Brandon Schwab, thought he got fouled. Williams, there's a foul, and that's
any given minute, and he's doing it. They saw him in Santa Clara. It's soft.
3-0 last year when he got a 30-piece. We've talked about this last time we were in OKC, even last year. Watch Oklahoma City and how they fight over screens. There's no compromise with what they're doing defensively. What does that do for your defense?
Applies the pressure. It forces that guard to have to attack in the paint.
A lot of excitement in this building watching the PG go to work.
I love playing with John Wall, one of my favorite teammates. And I tell you what, every time it came to free agency for me to re-sign back with the Wizards, he went to bat for me, Chris.
Well, I'll say this. There's a lot of dudes in the league that got paid because of that guy. And they'll all tell you that. Hartenstein being one in his last 5.
Yes, he is.
Poole loses the handle. Wiggins, who is the son of Christy Winterscott, had 19 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Both of those young men heading to East Lansing to play for Tom Izzo and the Michigan State Spartans.
That's awesome. Guess it's in the genes.
Amazing day of basketball yesterday on the network. You got to see both St. Francis Academy, all of them, hit the hardwood yesterday over there in Hyattsville. 7:30 to go here in the second quarter. Kispert between his legs, spinning and winning.
It's good to see Corey Kispert in attack mode, showing some consistency off the bench, having back-to-back 23-point performances.
And then found out the hard way as the Chicago Bulls had him high on that scouting report.
Staff figuring out ways after timeouts, ATOs.
Of 11 from the charity stripe. For more on Kispert.
Corey was having some struggles shooting. He told me very candidly that he was letting go on some of his mechanics, got back in the gym, worked on those, got right mentally and emotionally as well too. And then on top of that, as he knocks that, he said shooters have off nights. It happens in this league, especially when you go up against some of the best defenses. And when it comes to Corey, he puts in so much work. I am not worried at all.
Poole with a step back 3, front rims it right into the hands of Sarr. Sarr said short. Champagnie on the hustle. Last touch by OKC switching. Bilal. 3 is off. Wiggins on the rebound. OKC's out rebounded Washington so far, 21-17. Catch and shoot 3 there by Williams is off. There's Cason Wallace taking the ball away. Kicking it out to Henrich Williams. That rattles out. Record of 31-6. 2 guys over there in street clothes will figure prominently in their championship run. Alex Caruso and Chet Holmgren. You can't miss Chet. He's standing up and he's got some. Czar's first field goal of the game. Here he is now guarding Wallace. Hartenstein secures the offensive rebound. This is when SGA is in his best, able to survey, see what he likes. And he goes inside, bumped for Supreme.
And he's available. They put that new rule in. You can't miss
65 games.
There you go.
Luka just missed out.
There you go.
Wow, missed that 3. Yeah, there's incentive now. You want to be a MVP? You got to play for it. You got to earn it.
What do you think they put that rule in for?
I don't know, Drew. Who do you think?
I think it was Joel Embiid.
SGA missed that one. I thought that was a good contest by Sarr. Champagnie by as many as 20. Poole with a slip feed. Sarr. Alex on the deck. Carrington on a 2-dribble pull-up, fall away. Remember that device? What was that grip in the 80s that we would have to help you with
the squeeze or the gripper?
Yeah. Whoa, okay.
Okay. All right, back to live action then. Yeah, you asked the question now. I just gave you the answer.
Dortmund.
Vice grip.
No, it was that gripper.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
One of the old school ones had rust on it.
Yeah. You cutting up on a Sunday night, Drew. Sarr, catch and shoot 3.
You squeeze that one down with the rust. Yeah, he was a grown man.
Probably here already. We'll see them tomorrow night.
Returning for Washington is Kyle Kuzma.
Here's Kuzma with the rock, kicking it out. Coulibaly is trying to spin as well. Sarr going to work with 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Bilal, swings it over. Kuz. Still looking for that first field goal of the night.
Yeah, right now he's just catching these late shot clock situation grenades and having to launch them.
Wiggins on a baseline drive and uses that back. Former Turk, 3 of 5 from the field. JP. Lead is 8 for OKC, under 3 to go. Washington shooting just 32% from the field. Carrington. Those are shooting just 20% from downtown on 5 of 25 shooting. SGA working on Kuz. Deep 3 for JP. SGA ahead of the pack.
Second, 5th team foul.
Look at our Toyota leaders, rookie leaders at that. Bub Carrington ranking 2nd. Games with 10 points, 5 assists this season. You can see it. He's always going to be in that category, night in, night out, because his ability to flirting with a triple-double. And I think that's going to be the ceiling for Bub Carrington throughout the. So I like back-to-back and get rookie of the money.
Doing her job as a good sideline reporter. That apparatus is called a hand gripper.
Oh, wow.
You can get it for $29.95 on Amazon.
You said you had all the devices in the 80s, right? That was one of them, Thigh Master.
Back to live action. Lob to Hartenstein. Lead is now ballooned to 22.
Thanks, Megan, by the way.
Good Good looking out, Meg. Koulibaly decides to shoot 3 over Hartenstein. SGA already 16 points in 17 minutes. Here he is crossing, dancing.
Great defense by Bilal.
Williams. Looked like he got hit. Hartenstein cleans for the Thunder. 31 rebounds total. Under a minute to go here in the second. Kispert on a drive.
Corey Kispert has definitely got better attacking downhill. Not just getting contact, but finishing right at the rim.
Koulibaly with the assignment on SGA as he waves off Williams, waiting for that screen from Dort. Get the matchup he wants. Being guarded by Kuz.
Oh, wow.
Stretch last year, right now.
Numbers, okay. Both teams number 1 in the West and number 1 in the East, right?
The only loss OKC's had against an Eastern Conference team was the Cavaliers.
Okay, I like that. But when you look at the numbers, Chris, it's night and day.
To Google who Johnny Cochran is, some of y'all. If the stats don't fit, you must vote for Jokic.
Oh, wow. And those stats gonna fit.
SGA misses.
We gotta finish possessions, right? Like I think it's 16 points off offensive rebounds, right? So we gotta really control.
Well, there's no secret. Playing point makes, but you're bailing them out, allowing money from the free throw line.
OKC won that second quarter, outscoring Washington 30-18. Washington got it down to 14, Drew. He turned things around.
Yeah, they did. They went on a 14-4 run in the last 6 minutes.
Carrington misses that one, rebound by Hartenstein. Ahead to Williams, trying to go behind his back. Carrington with a head fake. Kick over to Kuz. Al now 0 for 9 to start this game from the field.
You know, I've been there before. You're going to have to switch it up. You can't just keep launching threes. You're going to have to get to the no free throw attempts yet for Kyle Kuzma.
The lead is the largest it's been of the game, 30. Poole trying to create something. OKC now on the run, SGA. And that's going to be a transition.
They have that benefit in that
Technical. And OKC has scored the first 7 here in the third quarter. Ball's on the deck. Casey Wallace to Hartenstein. Drew quiet, 10-10.
is highly capable of a 2020 performance. We've seen it before. They're coming close to those numbers, but right.
GA, silky smooth, getting to the basket.
Little Najee.
Little Najee.
From Oakland, California. I like Kenny G, though. Kenny G from Seattle, Washington.
Blocked there by Sarr.
If you say Boney James, I'm out of here.
Oh, my goodness.
A house full of musicians. That's what it was.
That's right.
Hey, check this out. Band practice is not fun. Every day. Homework, band practice.
Poole going over the screen, trying to stay attached to Dort. Williams, one on the shot clock. Fall away on Kuz. Wizards get a stop. They need multiple of those to get back into this game. Turnover Washington, their 13th of the game. Koulibaly got in the passing lane and ahead of the pack.
Love Carrington.
Wizards are still looking for their first player to score in double figures. Kispert is the closest with 9 and Poole with 9. Sarr and Hartenstein are going to.
You have to pivot with it. Now, if you catch somebody pivoting, pivot with it now, you're Charles Barkley. You might be out the game. Don't swing those balls on purpose now.
But that keeps away people from going after the basketball.
Yeah, that's your defense mechanism right there.
Great point, Drew. Wow, all alone. Kuz with an offensive rebound. Oh, nice back behind the back pass to Sarr.
It's right there. Excellent pass to Sarr.
3 assists for Kuzma on 0 of 9 from the field, though. who's swinging it over to Carrington. 11th rebound for Hartenstein, along with his 10 points. Oh, a little show and go. Blocked by Bilal.
There you go.
Coming over on the weak side. JP contesting Dort. Line. Now 4
Stretch.
Thunder going at it for a second time this season. Bounce pass to SGA, who kicks it out to his running mate. 5 Thunder starters in double figures. Kuz gets his 3 Thunder under 7 to go. SGA touched up by Sarr.
Go get it again.
Williams. Jalen Williams, 1 of 3 Santa Clara.
Oh, I got 3.
Since 1970?
Santa Clara,
Yeah,
Steve Nash,
correct.
him.
Yes.
I don't know the other one, but
I'll give you a hint.
Did Pajemski go to
There
Santa
you
Clara?
go.
Okay, so is it Pajemski?
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay.
Yes. He's made just 8 starts this year for Utah. And I remember watching.
Between him and his brother, you can see the difference of aggressiveness in their play.
It's kind of like Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, you got that one 10 times fold. Can you forget about that, by the way?
I can't.
Please.
That might be the only time I've been right
That
about
was
something
a
with you in
bad
basketball.
take, brother.
Rebound by Williams. Lead is 30. Blazers shoot just 32% from the field. There's going to be a 3-point defense percentage. Their number
Defensively,
coming against the Cavs. Now you might say, but with that being said, they did lose to the Bucks, Drew. So my question is, how do you beat this Oklahoma City team in the playoffs?
OGs and experience. From conference, anybody can get beat. That's when the experience comes into play. And I think that's why Milwaukee beat them in Las Vegas, due to the experience factor.
1 from distance. Got 18 assists on 29 made field goals. Poole swinging it over to Kispert on the catch and shoot. Wizards doubling Wallace. Now they're rotating over. SGA on the post up. Turnaround fall away jumper. SGA just 4 of 15 from the field, but he's got 22 points because he's made all 13 of his free throws.
For practice and see if you could max out. We can do a bull over here. Remember Michael Cage back in the day?
I wonder if he used Soul Glow.
Michael Cage, Seattle Sonics, and watch the first picture that pops up.
And you'll be singing, so let us. And it makes the first.
He's like, hey, the best. It was the best.
For those free throws. Michael Cage was definitely one of those guys in the 90s that the enforcers of the league.
Active, too.
That was the beauty of 90s basketball, those enforcers.
Not just the Jerry curls, huh?
Nope. Joe, step back. Get that off the backboard. Ball's on the floor. Bert went to the Ravens game last night. He all runs. I mean, that's growing.
Prop bets before halftime. That is crazy.
Oh, I know where you were last night.
hey, they're not a sponsor, so don't say it.
Exactly. I wonder why I couldn't get a hold of you last night. I know where you were at.
Oh, I'll take that back. They are a sponsor, Chris.
Shout out to who then?
Shout out to MGM Casino.
There you go.
Sportsbook go crazy.
Is Tampa considered Central Florida?
I mean, you can kind of say
Middle part.
I heard of South Central. I'm
The only
from
South
California.
Central I ever heard of was a good place where I can get some. I go get some Roscoe's chicken over there.
Okay, well, our producer Rich Wolf said it's West Coast of Florida.
Williams blocked that shot. Valanciunas is there. Play for Michigan State. DeMatha more. 85-60 per 600. Shout out to all the hardworking men and women in front of the camera, behind the camera that put together an excellent day of basketball, providing you the fans an experience here on Monumental Sports Network. Fall-away jumper at just 7 tonight off the bench.
Oh, he's out.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes. 2 minutes to play in the third.
Keyshawn, shot clock winding down. SGA tapped it over to Jalen Williams. Gilgeous Alexander.
Oh, wow. I mean, not the defense. And that's...
He's in his 7th season. Everybody says, nobody saw this coming.
Yeah,
Nobody.
Not even when he was with the Clippers.
Nope.
And he was involved in that Paul George.
Correct. And why would you bring that up? See, that's if you were anywhere between look at Paul George.
I love Paul George, but my question was, who's better, SGA or Paul George?
SGA right now, you happy?
You know I am, partner.
Getting back to his scoring form. 2 of the last 3 games for Kispert, he scored exactly 20 shot of his own.
Already, OKC eclipsing a century mark in his 3rd quarter. He's on a heater.
He was on a heater, but he's also finding his teammates. He's like the postman, he's delivering.
They still got those. Man turning to the Amazon man now.
Williams got into the paint, kick out to Henrich Williams. He used to have that Drew Gooden in the back of his head.
Yeah. Oh, we can get back there. A booty fade.
Okay, back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. We got 16 seconds to go. Here to 4. Kuz, thank you.
They better inbound this ball. You get a violation.
Kuz. 5 seconds to go. SGA. 3-pointers up. Now,
year after year, developing your younger players, the core group, surrounding them with free agents that kind of fit, I would say, the system and the style of OKC defensively. You know, that's where it's #1. And if you can be a spot-up 3-point shooter and play some defense and commit on that end, you can crack this rotation.
and here's an interesting part about them, and we talked about this offline, but I think this might work for us in this conversation. You don't have to be a team that jacks up 53s in this league to have success. OKC has taken 27 of them tonight. They've made 9. But look how they get to the free throw line, Drew. They've gotten to the free throw line 31 times tonight because of the aggressive nature of their offense trying to get downhill.
Yeah, and even more impressive, they actually committed a ton of fouls tonight, and the Wizards, they're 20 for 21 from the foul line.
Carrington, Valanciunas, George, Kispert, and Kuzma, your 5 on the floor for Washington as JV gets inside and school. Wiggins on a drive and kick. George creating some space on the fall away. Williams. Wiggins shot clock down to 1. Tough jumper over Carrington.
Having consistency, playing, cracking the rotation. You got to respect him offensively.
Played 3 years in College Park. Greensboro, North Carolina. Joe on a cut inside. Thunder moving the basketball. Cason Wallace driving kick back to Wiggins. Collects his own miss. Joe. This 5-man unit's coming here jacking a lot of 3s in this 4th quarter, Drew. Since we last talked about it, they've hit at least shot 7 threes here in the 4th.
Just tough for the Wizards to get in any type of offense. Just been uncomfortable the entire night. Credit the defense of OKC.
Joe loses the handle. OKC has turned the ball over 11 times. There's a nice feed inside to Kuz.
Shot blockers. He's 6'9", 6'10", so if he can get on that block, attack, whether it's a quick post up, there's just a lot of inconsistencies, I would say, offensively for Kyle Kuzma, trying to get a steady dive to score the ball. 2
for 12 from the field tonight for Kyle. Williams steps out of it, and almost 10 rebounds in the 2 games against the Thunder.
Right now, Kuzma can just duck in right on Wiggins.
George turns the basketball over. Wiggins running, slamming.
I mean, former teammates, friends, family members. You heard about Coach J.J. Redick's house being burned down, and Brentwood is in that danger zone right now. You know, LeBron James, he lives in that neighborhood. So, I mean, it is for everybody involved, and everybody's still there.
Yeah, just heard today that firefighters from Mexico and Canada have made their way to the California region to help with those wildfires. So it is an international story. Again, we're thinking of everyone that's affected down there. Cason Wallace still staying in the 4th quarter. SAR is going to be 7 p.m. start against the Minnesota Timberwolves. First chance to see Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. Wow, nice drive.
His entire career. So I see someone
working on moves in game. I can learn, right? You're learning in game. If somebody's got a nice move to the basket, you asking them, how'd you do that?
For real. And remember, one of the coldest up and under teams. He got me with the move 3 times in the first half. It's an up and under step through. Looked like a travel. I've never seen it. It was really unorthodox. I asked him at halftime, bro, you got to show me.
Oh, you did it too.
At halftime, I went up to him in the layup lines. I said, hey, man, you got to show me that move right now. And he started laughing. We later on became teammates a couple of years down the line in Cleveland.
Did he show it to you then?
Well, he was like, man, I knew you was crazy when you came up to me at halftime on the opposing team and said, can you teach me that move?
Tough shooting night for Washington again. It's one of the best defensive teams in this league. It's Chet Holmgren.
Defenders, this roster.
Hard fall, challenging an injury. Today marks exactly 9 weeks since that injury. We'll see what happens with OKC when they get fully healthy. Williams.
And the most consistent, I would say, because even if he's playing 10 minutes, he's doing more in 10 minutes than guys doing 30.
He's got 7 in 18 minutes off the bench. Deshaun, nice feed to Sarr.
Making a simple play and them executing.
Jared Butler played 6 games for the Thunder back in the 22-23 campaign. Hey! Back to a pregame conversation.
At this level, it's the simple play. College players hoist up 20, 30 shots with 1 assist. But who's the guy that actually is getting the team under control, that floor general, making the right plays with a highly skilled player with a high basketball IQ? Those are the players you're looking for.
Johnny Davis's fall away is go inside the film room. And again, we're on the first night of a back-to-back here at home. We'll see Minnesota tomorrow.
Now, you know, I'm teaching the game of basketball to my son, and there's situations sometimes, but they don't pass him the ball because he can't make the shot. I tell my son every time, I don't care if he is wide open, you make that pass, you make that play. It's been too many times I hear the AAU coaches say, we need you to be more aggressive, shoot the shot, shoot the shot. You're the man, keep shooting, shooting, shooting. Nah. You need to make the right guy that they're scouting and say, you know what? He's not aggressive shooting the ball, but guess what? He makes the right play down the court every time, whether it's on the Car Hero fan.
50% off regular menu price.
Oklahoma City 31 of 33. Wiggins can
carry over into the second half. The floodgates, I believe, are already open.
OK's bench has outscored Washington tonight 46-40. Butler swinging it over to Champagnie, deep 3 trigger. AG hustling. Line.
Those tests where you can you compete and come to compete. You got one less than 24 hours in this building tomorrow.
Carlson coming over as he touched up Champagnie's shot. This Thunder team is going.
Hey, all you kids at home?
$50 million a year.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I mean, if you look at some of the tail end of those contracts, it's in the high 60s.
Mid-range jumper by Davis. Carlson clears the rebound.
5-year, $500 million. What we talking about?
No more than 2 to go. Butler into the aquatics. Being showed Jared Butler learning how to swim.
Freestyle?
Butterfly, backstroke, whatever.
Tough. You want some wings? Hop in that pool.
Helps your cardio for sure.
2 minutes.
Can you swim?
I can.
Okay.
I had to learn how to swim when I was 3 years old. And it wasn't an option.
It took me some time.
Wiggins with 23 points off the
You
bench.
said it wasn't an option, so you wanted the kid that just got tossed over the boat and just had to get back to it?
Careful. 11 points here in the quarter for Wiggins.
I think my whole family learned how to swim that way.
Catch and shoot here for Listen, healthy. Their lead is now 44, largest of the game.
That's crazy.
PBJ.
We've seen this multiple times with PBJ. That has been highly impressive.
So OKC team will improve to 32-6. Impressive 15-4 away from Paycom Center. 23 points.
Yeah, almost had 4 assists, so he was highly active. I wonder how much money he spent on tickets tonight. Being from State, North Carolina.
Sir, Greensboro, North Carolina. About 20 minutes from the crib. Champagny. How about Jalen Williams securing that rebound? I go back to December 23rd when you were like, man, maybe they go get a big. As soon as you said it, he hit a 3. Remember that? The crowd went crazy.
He heard me.
But it's OKC.